Favre to Risen. That'll settle you down.
It is said he is to computer software what Thomas Edison is to the light bulb. The software Bill Gates developed runs 2/3 of the computers in the world. And on the day he turned 41, his company, Microsoft, was bigger than Kodak, McDonald's, and IBM. Where in today's world do you find companies capable of such astonishing growth? Actually, there's a list of them on the World Wide Web. NASDAQ, the stock market for the next 100 years.
The new V40. Underneath, it's a Volvo.
It is said he is to computer software what Thomas Edison is to the light bulb. The software Bill Gates developed runs 2/3 of the computers in the world. And on the day he turned 41, his company, Microsoft, was the 6th largest company in the U.S. Where in today's world do you learn about companies capable of such astonishing growth? Actually, there's a list of them on the World Wide Web. NASDAQ, the stock market for the next 100 years.
Welcome back to New Orleans. It took them 2 plays to get 7 points on the board. The Packers taking advantage of the Patriots' early blitz. Brett Favre hitting Andre Rison.
14-10, Patriots.
From now until the end of March, you will be able to connect 2 phones to one special talk plan with Orange Talk Share. There's 1 monthly charge, 1 connection fee, 1 bill, and shared inclusive minutes. The future's bright. The future's orange.
Every goldfish has 4 corners. Every goldfish has 4 corners.
The Goldfish credit card, accepted in all 4 corners of the world.
Hold steady. Right, let's be marvellous. 3 laps ahead.
You've got to get off to a good start, Henry. Take your finances. It pays to get a good team behind you. Like those Equitable Life chaps. They see to it that you get more pounds working for you from day one. Not planning properly for the future can really hit you where it hurts. And we don't want to leave ourselves open to that, do we, Henry?
With more pounds working for you from day one, it's an equitable life, Henry.
A wise tribesman always carries a goldfish in his briefcase.
The Goldfish credit card, as carried in briefcases all over the world.
Welcome back to the Superdome in New Orleans. It's 14-10 to the Packers at the start of the second quarter.
Rushing per game in the playoffs. And this one so far only 5. 37-yard punt. 14-10.
Now, this is obviously the biggest game of the year here in New Orleans, but it wasn't the only game this week. There was an under-19s match between representative teams from Europe and Mexico. Great Britain had a couple of representatives, kicker Robert Grant from Scotland and wide receiver Jason Byworth from Battersea. Here's Jason's week in New Orleans.
Can't believe it's your first time in America and we're playing a game as well.
Jason, it's the Super Bowl. Jason, it's New Orleans.
Yeah, being around the Super Bowl is like a dream come true. I mean, this time last year I was just sitting at home watching it, dreaming that I'd be able to come and watch the actual Super Bowl. But all during the week there's been lots of events and seeing some of the stars. It's just, I can't believe it really.
This game is basically trying to show that American football is being played throughout the world. Are you ready for some football? So we've got a kid from southern Italy down in Palermo, which is in Sicily. And we got two kids from the Northern Lights team up in Finland, in a little town called Oulu. And we got a kid from Scotland, we got two kids from Spain, and really shows that American football is being played across the continent over in Europe.
We're coming over here for one reason only, represent European football, our respective countries and federations. Now it's time to take care of business, show them who you are, what European football is all about.
2nd and 9 for Europe from their own 33. Two wideouts. Mueller looks right and fires downfield. He's got Byworth. Jason Byworth at the 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Jason Byworth, 67 yards on the play.
I've just watched him develop over the few years. Lionel Taylor from the Monarchs, he saw him last year in playing a high school team. They came over and played the GB national team, the UK national team, and he stood out by far.
Jason is a really good receiver. I mean, he got picked as the only player from Great Britain, and they didn't even compete in the European Championship. They didn't qualify for it, so he has to be a really good receiver, and he sure is.
Now that's enough about the European Championships and my story. I want to hear more about the Super Bowl. So Gary, back to you.
Jason, it's too early in your career to be thinking about a job in television after you retire, but nice to see him doing well. He caught the only touchdown, unfortunately, for Europe. They lost 36 to Mexico. Marv, you get quite a lot of mail from England, a lot of interest in the...
Howard, after the opening return, which was a dandy 32 yards, hasn't been able to manufacture anything since then. 14-10.
You're late, you're late, you're late, you're late.
Steady. Well, let's be marvellous. 3 laps ahead.
You've got to get off to a good start, Henry. Take your finances. It pays to get a good team behind you. Like those XXXI Life chaps. They see to it that you get more pounds working for you from day one. Not planning properly for the future can really hit you where it hurts. And we don't want to leave ourselves open to that, do we, Henry?
With more pounds working for you from day one, it's an equitable life, Henry.
Welcome back to New Orleans after that early good position the Packers got off Desmond Howard's run back out to the 45. They've been penned back inside their own 20 ever since. They're starting this drive from their own 19. Let's go back to it.